Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Steph Redmond with Bluey here down at Woodville Oval for Rugby Union South Australia A-grade match between the Woodville Wasps and Brighton Tigers. Crack a day, mate.
Oh, amazing. Amazing. We came down here at 6:30 to set the pitch up, and sun split in the sky today. Amazing.
Yep, the showers have stayed away. It has threatened a few times,
Yep.
but pitch is looking in great nick as usual.
Oh, we love our pitch, mate. It's one thing that's the constant at Woodville.
It is. It's always a great pitch to play on. Going to be an interesting lineup today.
I reckon so. We've got a few players out. Actually away. So I've got to say a big hello to the Welsh comrades over there. So we've got the Lewis and Lindsay Adcock, and now Tommy Price has taken his lad.
All over for the coronation?
I think it's for the coronation, yeah, you're right.
They'll be lining the streets, I'm sure.
I think Tommy's got to string me up for that one, mate, but...
Oh, well,
yeah.
He deserves it. Yeah, Brighton have got a bit of a changed-looking side. There's a few omissions today. One of the Brighton lads is getting married up in, I think it's Townsville.
Yeah, right.
So, congratulations to Robbie Bill.
Congratulations. I think that's the word, right?
Him and Steph are up there getting married, so it's dragged a few of the players away, so they're all up there sunning themselves and having a quiet one. But today should be a fierce old battle down here at Glen Eagles.
Well, I hope we can make a show of it, mate. To be honest, there's a lot of intrigue into what I haven't watched a live Brighton game yet. I've only seen what I've seen on the television, but. Yep. Always an arm wrestle, mate. It
is an arm wrestle. It's always a fierce contest. Woodville always turn up. They love a big game against Brighton, and they've always got something to prove. Coach Steph Glancy, ex-Brighton.
Yep.
He'd be trying to remember the old playbooks and see what he can. So it's a father versus son battle because Sam's got to start on the open side today for Brighton.
That's right.
So it would have been a pretty quiet chat around the table last night.
I'm not sure how much carb loading would have happened yesterday at home, but...
No. So Brighton running out in their away strip. The bright yellow with the black hoops. But, yeah, there's players at Brighton that are fighting for positions anyway, and games like today, it gives coaches Rich Wasley and Kev LaRue a chance to have a look at them.
Yep.
So really it's up to the boys to stand up and put their mark on the spot that they're after.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, hopefully there's a good spectacle from both sides. So we're about ready for kick-off.
We have a young lad that's just walked up to the rugby club this year from France. He's from Bordeaux. His name is Mika. So bonjour, tout le monde ami en français.
You're good. Did you learn that this year?
No. When I was living there in France there for a little while, mate.
No, you picked up a few words other than how to order a beer and a wine.
I know a few words in French. I won't repeat them online though.
So Woody, with the kick-off, regained it and making good metres up to the 10-metre line. Good delivery with an inside ball, hard-running line. Takes it up over the gain line. Solid platform again. Recycled ball. Just shunting a player out of the way, spreading it wide out to the wing.
Great tackle.
Aaron Coleman. So
Fast
ball. Oh, nice step. Straightening. Looking for an offload. Takes it into the tackle. So Woodville, good passage of half a dozen phases so far. Nice little step off the left to straighten into contact. Ball clean. Little corner chip kick. Turning Brighton round. Cleanly taken by Aaron Coleman. Take the free kick. Got to tap and go though, mate.
Got to remember you got to tap it.
Yep. So showing the mark by the referee.
Not a bad start from Woodville today.
No, it's been a good clean start. Oh, that's a great touch finder.
Bouncing out.
Yep, one bounce. Bounces a metre in field and sets it up. Chases the ball, looking for a quick restart, but decided against. So first line out of the game.
This would be a good contest, I'd say.
So we've got a five-man line out.
Yep.
ball. Cleanly taken.
Not straight.
Not straight.
Oh, yeah, not straight.
I think it was not straight. Whether we can...
Who's refereeing today, Steph?
Let me say... I'm going to get it wrong, aren't I?
That's right, I got his my back to him.
Isn't it Tristan?
No.
No. Sure? No.
I don't know.
Sir to me.
Both you and I are always sir, mate.
Or halfway through the game, it's come on, mate. So first scrum, Brighton 15 in,
Great platform.
about the 22. Solid platform.
Shifted, number 8 shifted the lock there.
Peter Nakawara moving across. Clean ball from Travis Collier up to Sebi Stocks running straight. Takes it up into the 22.
You see the pods forming on the sides.
We've got a pod standing directly behind Travis, digging for the ball. Macca with a double take on that, up to Simpson, who is going to scoot through, knocks on, just short of the line. So Woody scrum, 5 out.
Well, interesting. They had such a good platform off that scrum. I thought they were in there the corner.
Yeah, no, I just missed what happened there. Obviously, the tackle was good and ball bounced loose.
Yep.
So it was a good covering tackle. Woodville made a great start to this. The first half a dozen phases, regaining that kickoff. Just the crossfield kick gave possession away, and Brighton have turned it down to territory of the far end, putting Woody on defence, 5 out.
Well, Steph been working hard during the week with when Paniapuri is as an assistant there, like tackled in his dead ball zone.
Scrambled well to make
Tim
it back into the field of play. Not all.
Oh, he shanked it.
That's a straight up and down box kick, and it's fair game for anyone. Oh,
it's a bit scrambling.
It is. A little knock on there by Brighton, so Woodville will get another chance to exit from their 5 metre line.
That was a bit rough, that exit play there.
She was a tough little box kick. It went straight up and down.
Not sure who actually kicked it. I think it was one of the forwards there, maybe Jake Connor or something.
Forwards don't kick balls, mate. You should know that.
Zinzambrook, mate.
You've never seen me have a kick at a ball.
Only when you're trying to run over me, I reckon, back in the day.
It was tuck and go then, every time. So another scrum, 5 metres out. Woodville ball. Solid scrum by Brighton.
Oh, Brighton, big
Woody
push
going
on.
back, turnover.
Yeah, they're away here.
Pick up Priestley out to Aaron Coleman, who
walks it in.
Go in untouched.
Walks it in. The scrum, they just that secondary push there just moved them off the ball.
It was, and they just walked over top. It was a good solid platform to start with. It was the second attempt by Brighton that just marched them forward.
We might be missing some weight in the scrum, especially with Tom out, and he usually keeps things in tow in that front row.
Yeah, he does. He does sort of lead from the front, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Does. I was going to say young Tom, but he's
well, I think we're just extremely old now, and he's
he's just a young version.
A younger version of us.
Yeah. But no, he does bring some stability and some leadership up front, doesn't he?
Yeah. Have you got many some young 18s coming through the A grade, or they're getting through to the B grade first?
Well, our A and B grade are all, as I said earlier, fighting for position. So there's some good young talent coming through.
Yep.
We've got. I'm not sure if we've got. Johnny Bates is a couple of years out of under 18s, and he's starting today in the ones.
Yep.
But yeah, there's a number of players in the under 18s who are still playing 18s and just turning 18 or second year 18s.
Tapping the door.
They're tapping the door. They're getting game time off the bench in all 3 grades.
That's good. It's great to see the growth of rugby in South Australia. It's as I said before, I coach under 6-7s, and that's kind of my joy right now, Steph. And we had like a few years ago, we didn't have too many juniors, and now we've got a full suite from 7s right through to seniors.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good to see it. Like, I know that Woodville have put in a lot of work in their juniors.
Yeah.
And it's only going to pay benefits for the seniors in the years to come. Yep, you're going to have a few lean years, but as you rebuild and you grow, the juniors pick up, and a mate comes along, and another mate comes along, and,
That's right.
And all of a sudden you your club's full of kids and they're all turning into your senior players.
Correct. We got a ruck over here. Tim Stavas is digging the ball out. Looks like it's going to go to Sammy. No, it's going to Owen Potter. Owen takes it up, supported by Sammy and Stoffel.
Met in a solid one-on-one contact with Jaden Phillips. So just making the gain line, out the back again. Undecided on what to do, whether to shovel or take the tackle himself. He decided he wouldn't do it to his mates and took it up himself.
He made it past Pitter there. That was pretty impressive.
It was. There was so much indecision. Even Pitter got confused.
Got confused.
So up to just short of the 10-metre line.
Sammy takes it up to Owen Potter. Oh, it's a shank pass.
Shank pass went to hand though. Stepped through the first tackle of McPherson, but cleaned up by Pitter. So right on the 10-metre line.
Brighton's back line's pretty set. Again, Owen Potter takes it up. I'm sure Davey Potter's going to be listening to this wherever he is.
He's featured 2 or 3 times in this passage of play.
Yeah.
He's been like big lump of a lad though, isn't he?
They come from good stock, good Scottish stock.
Yeah, and a great straight line. Oh, cleaned out.
I'm not sure what the call will be here.
Little knock on by Brighton.
He's off for a fairly good start here. Well, you know me for dad jokes, right? I've got to drop one in straight up. Come on.
Your wife said you weren't allowed.
Well, she's not around. Oh, she might be. I'll probably get a clip on the head pretty soon. But
more than likely, but hey, go for it.
It's a double banger. So did you hear about the rainbow that got in trouble?
Tell me.
It went to prison.
Oh, you're wrong.
But don't worry about it. It was a light sentence.
That's 2 for the day, and that's
it.
too
That's
many.
it. That's it. I promise I won't do any more. I swear.
So Woodville scrum centre field on the 10-metre line.
Good solid scrum from Brighton. Look at the shape of Brighton's backs. They were just, you could put a level on that.
Yep. 3-2 split with Jordan.
Good clean out.
Jordan Craig at fullback again this week. Maintained some depth. So good clean out by Woodville. Slow ball, but available.
Jason's away.
So back up to the 10. So making the gain line again.
Timmy Stavas is digging it out. He needs a shovel.
Short ball on the inside line.
It looked flat.
It was very flat. It was doable though. So ball's available at the back. Just reaching in for it again. Have to reach a bit of a high pass. Mr. Potter taking another run up.
He's doing some good yards. His work rate's there.
It is. Let's keep him going. So switch back to the left. Oh, so snatching behind it, but well grabbed. And Brighton
not rolling. Hands
in there. Yeah. Just a bit lazy there by Brighton. Got to maintain their feet and not play it on the ground because they're just going to give up territory.
Absolutely.
So pushing and finding touch 7 or 8 metres out. So good attacking opportunity here for Woodville with the line out.
We'll see what they can do. I'm not sure. I was watching them on Thursday night and they were working on their driving maul. This is a great space to be doing it in. However, they're that close to the line that you can probably defend it fairly easily with the big lads from Brighton.
So it's got to be a nice clean take. And I think they'll probably go quick from here. I don't think they'll try and muscle it up. Yep, straight off the top.
Good idea.
So back ball.
Great flat ball by Mika. Straight to Jace.
So centre field set again.
Defence is set fairly well. Junior.
Couple of ankle breaker steps there before he was ragdolled.
Still going. You can lose you in a phone box.
Those people really get under my skin.
Yes.
Just run it straight, please. Oh, Potter with another flick pass in the tackle. So Woodville still punching through the centre, but stripped by Sully.
Yeah.
Don't give the man too much space. Oh, offload picked up nicely by Jaden Phillips. So 5 metres short of halfway, Brighton. Travis Collier reaching in. Out to Simpson.
Ooh.
Wide to Sevi Stocks. Offload to Jordan Craig. Gives it up for Aaron Coleman, who's going to have some pressure put on him by the Woodville winger. And in the end, just trots away, dots it down under the bar.
Oh, every time I see a winger put it down with one hand as a coach for so many years.
It's two hands on the ball.
Oh, it's a coach killer.
Every time.
I was watching young Connor McCarthy today, who used to play for us, and I used to coach him at both grades of Vikings and then at seniors, and he gave this ball out in the second grade, and unfortunately the loose head, the open side flanker one-hander.
Yeah. Dropped it cold?
Dropped it cold.
Yeah.
2 hands for beginners, mate, every time.
Well, two hands for everybody. I don't care if you're paid to play the game. One hand on the ball, there's 50% more opportunity you're dropping it.
I think the thing is, when we went over the try lines, we just fell down.
Yeah.
It was just a fall over.
I fall over the line anyway, generally. It's a pick and go from about less than half a metre out.
No, it's a 50-metre run, intercept.
By the end of the night it is. So Nathan McPherson chips it over for the conversion. So 13 minutes done, 12-0 to Brighton. It's been some good facets to play, really.
Yeah, we've had some attacking opportunities.
Woodville has put some great phases together. Some good lines, some change of direction. Just little turnovers that are costing them. So
I think it's looking at physiques and stuff. There's a little bit of fitness that needs to be addressed at in some of the players, but they're taking the ball forward.
They are. They're not. Oh, that's hanging up, and that's going to come down.
That's a great kick. Knock on.
10 metres down, bounced off Aidan Flynn. But should have been taken cleanly. So we'll come back for the little knock on.
That's the type of kick any forward would be frothing at the mouth for on the 10-metre line, ribs exposed.
Yeah.
I think you got me a couple of times back in the day like that. I don't remember it.
Of course I did. You might not have even had the ball, but any shot on you was always a good shot.
That's just to shut me up, wasn't it?
And it still didn't work.
Look at us now.
It's still. So Woodville decided to take a line out.
Over the top. Oh, he's got it.
Picked up by Travis Collier off the back. Unloads back into a Woodville player. Met by 2 Brighton players. Bundled towards the sideline.
Was Travis Collier, is he our era or is he a bit after us?
He's a bit younger, mate.
Yeah, okay.
He's, I think, Trevi, forgive me, Trevi, if I get it wrong, I think he's about 42.
Yeah, okay.
Probably the fittest man in the world.
Yeah, he's always been fit as.
Big motor, just goes all day.
Here we go.
So,
there's a double goose step.
There'll be about 9,000 goose steps. He can't keep up with himself half the time. Sammy T decides to tuck it under one wing and straighten. Nice offload to Nathan McPherson, who passes off to Jordan Craig, who pushes one off in a nice little fend on the 22 and jogs in for a try. That was a good little bit of counterplay there by Brighton.
It was strange. It was a double turnover back then, and I thought we had the ball, and obviously
bit of toing and froing. Some great straightening by Sam T. I thought he was going to tuck that ball under the wing and just crash it through. So Travi delivers up to Sully. Sully out to Sammy T, who decided to go show and go. He looked like he was going to.
I thought he was going to smoke him.
I thought he was going to tuck and go then, but he 2 hands onto the ball, passes out, one more pass. Great fend by Jordan Craig on the 22.
Almost collected him.
And jogs it under. And another one-handed put down.
Now the wind is a bit breezy up and down today. It's not blowing any consistent way.
It looks like at the minute it's blowing directly behind Macca as he's kicking at the goals.
Then it shifts. See, it sort of flags. It shifts this way.
And it's due to die off being where we are, and about 4 o'clock in the afternoon it'll die right down. So aims for the left-hand post, hoping for it to push it back round, but the wind stayed true and it stayed out. So 17-0 to Brighton. Let's see what
how we come back.
Woodville brings from another kickoff. Their restarts have been, their starts and restarts have been on the money today.
Yeah,
they have. They've been completely contestable for themselves. As they say, the ball is on a string for them.
So this is the French lad Mika that I was telling you about, number 10.
Well, so the French have always been partial to being able to kick a ball. Decides to, that's hanging up nicely.
So knock
Arm
on.
goes out, little knock on there.
Knock on from Woodville.
So Aidan Flynn takes it up. Travis Collier reloads it. 2 passes, Pitter up to Sully. Pitter over the top, passing out. Johnny Bates straightening.
Oh, I thought Owen Potter might have been able to rip the ball there.
Collier out to McPherson. Nick Simpson sends it wide.
Oh, they're just falling off him.
They are a
That's a great effort.
Fall off though. And a loose pass on the inside, picked up by Woodville centering.
He's a big lad, the winger.
Aaron Coleman.
Yep.
There are a fair set of thighs on him.
Yep.
And has a little bit of pace to go with them.
I'd say so. Who's your favourite winger of all time?
Of all time?
Yeah.
Ooh,
good question, huh?
it is a good question. You have to go back a bit.
Mine is Keith Woods, the hooker from Ireland. You couldn't get him in the forward pack.
Well, you look at Dane Coles, he obviously mirrored himself on him.
Yeah.
That's the new wingers. You wear number 2, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah. I used to play outside fullback. That's where my favourite posse was. Just lurking at the back somewhere. So better scrum this time by Woodville.
That is a solid scrum from Woodville. Good move.
Yeah, we had an inside line being run.
Oh, he's ripped it. Great
rip.
rip. No decision from the referee.
No, so it was a clean rip and obviously went backwards.
Snapper going back the other way with Mika.
Or
knock on.
Double knock on there. Are we going to call that? No, we're not.
So knock on to Woodville.
A bit unlucky there for Woodville. Travis Collier just throwing an arm out.
Just got
that.
it out, eh?
Just, yeah.
Bit unlucky.
Bit unlucky. So Woodville set up for a scrum 15 metres in and midway 22 and 10 metre line. So it'll be a good contest on this side that we're looking at. Sammy T, who's the Woody prop with the headgear?
Well, I'm just have a look.
Oh, that's a big scrum by Brighton.
What a great push. It's a penalty. Looks like it could. Did he do it? Oh, binding.
Sam Glancy, unbound.
Mick is away.
Mick is away. He's going to take things into his own hands. Straightens. Gets met by Sam Glancy, who was penalised. Jaden Phillips over the top, sealing the tackle.
Oh, he's returned the favour. Penalty back to Brighton there.
Just holding on to the ball in the tackle.
There's a lot of smiling going on. I love that.
Yeah, yeah. I think he's saying yes, ref. You've got the call right.
Absolutely.
I'm surprised you didn't plead ignorance and say, "Oh, sorry, my English is not so good."
That's right. Excusez-moi. S'il vous plaît. The prop with the headgear is James.
James?
Yeah.
It was a great initial hit.
Yeah.
Just Brighton come through with the second wave. So Brighton line out 10 metres out.
Again, their second push in that scrum seems to be dominating.
Yeah, I think the initial hit is met by Woodville.
Yeah.
And I think they're just relaxing.
Yeah.
They've got to maintain the pressure in the scrum and absorb what Brighton brings to them. If they don't do that, the scrums are going to get really messy quite quickly, and it'll get a bit demoralising for Woodville, I think. So Jaden Phillips throwing. I'd say Nick Simpson would be the target for this one. Clean off the top, Travis Collier. Wide ball out to McPherson. McPherson to Seb Stocks.
Numbers out wide.
Aaron Coleman still running across. Jordan Craig straightening.
Great dummy.
Double fend and dots the ball down 15 metres in. So Macca's going to have some work to do. He's going to push it probably to the opposite post on this kick, being an expert kicker that I am.
I was about to say that. I'm taking the...
I've been watching YouTube videos. Come on. When you commentate, you have to be able to talk about all facets of the game.
I'm glad you can talk about it because there's no way you could do all facets of the game.
Oh, I can talk about it, definitely.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
No, kicking was never my forte. If it was on the ground, it may have got grubbered.
That's okay. I was a halfback and passing wasn't my forte.
Talking was.
I remember a few times a referee would come up to Jimmy Jones specifically before a game. Bluey, not one word, mate. No problem, Jimmy. You're the boss.
Would you like me not to breathe as well?
You're the boss.
Yeah. And did it work?
Never.
Not once.
No.
It's like you and Keith Ramsey.
Oh, I love Keith.
There was not enough oxygen in the world when you two were playing each other. So Nathan.
Big shout out to Keith, by the way,
Yeah.
if you're watching.
Keith's Keith still pops up every now and then when he's not working. So Nathan McPherson lining up. Be looking directly into the sun.
He's roosted it.
Nice, but pushed
it wide.
Yeah, pushed it across the face. He was hoping for that breeze again to pick up and push it back in.
Maybe they should let the prop kick.
Who's that? Oh, Johnny Bates thinks he can kick. If you ask him, number 3 for Brighton. If you ask him, he every day he is a kicker.
Hey, forwards can kick, man.
They can.
John Eales.
Johnny, well, legendary.
Yeah.
Won himself a World Cup, didn't he?
He sure did. Restart again. Here we go. Reset.
Broke the hearts of every New Zealander, that kick.
That's another great kick.
Oh, just mistimed the jump.
Oh,
but Brighton have knocked it on.
Arm out. His kicks are on point.
They are impressive. Yep. The forwards just got to get there with it, not just one chaser. You'll probably need 2 or 3 to put more pressure on Brighton. Although the one chaser, it worked. Put enough pressure on. Brighton sort of had a look at him in the air and snatched at a ball and a little knock on. So Woody scrum, 12 metres into their own territory. So good platform again.
It's better from Woodville.
No, they've
got secondary shove again.
Ball squirted out the side. Collier tried to snatch and go with it.
This is messy.
It is messy.
Jake Connors picked it up.
Jake did the right thing, decided this needs cleaning up big time. He's taken it into tackle.
Oh, big push out. That's from Owen Potter again. His work rate's high today.
He's done well so far in this first half. He's been the go-to man for head-ups.
Messy ball. Oh.
Great covering tackle.
Looks like there was an accidental trip there. Mika's got the ball, or will have the ball in a minute.
Just crossing.
Crossover. My bad.
Yeah, just Pitta running a little bit of interference there. But great covering tackle by the 15. Coming across to level Coleman, but the whistle had gone. So we've got a penalty kick.
Good leg. 15 is Junior. Junior has got some wheels.
Well, seeing cover and cross, he covered some yards and got there and took Aaron Coleman down in a great round the boots tackle. He
has an exciting way of playing. He really has some wheels.
Makes it up as he goes?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Hard to follow. Right?
Hard to follow, yeah. I'll just run a straight line in the direction he's going.
That's right.
So Potter throw the ball in right on the 10-metre line. Good indecision. Up at 2. Clean off the top and a skip pass.
Skip pass from Timmy. This a fella called Ed, who's from the Isle of Man.
Isle of Man?
Yeah.
It's a nice little back inside line. Double pump and passes to no one. Bounce pass picked up centre field.
Here goes Junior.
Little short ball out to Junior, who is...
Step back into Evan. Evan recently, last year, got selected for NRL, I think it was like a regional type competition.
Oh, awesome.
And destroyed it.
Excellent. So, held up in the tackle, called it a maul, but ball's available for Woodville. Indecision again at the back as to where to go, but finally decision made, come right, centering, off the right foot, taking it back in. Centre field.
Tim Stavas to Mika.
Wide ball.
Flat ball to Ed.
And we've
nowhere
lost
to
a
go.
couple of metres. Just need to straighten and a bit more direct, I think, for the minute.
Yep.
Like the phases are getting through, the players are getting around and supporting it. I think just Woodville need to straighten up and take it into the contact and back the man coming through, as they have then.
They haven't really made the advantage line on those that 5 phases there.
They didn't. I think it was just a little bit of indecision.
Yep.
But then Brighton not rolling away in the tackle. Woodville's pace to the breakdown is good. So yeah, they've got to trust themselves, and they've got to trust the second wave coming through on the clean out to secure the ball.
I think the what Woodville's been a bit renowned for is the pick and go. We haven't seen any of that at all today.
No, we haven't. Maybe second half.
Maybe second half.
Steph Glancy might say, boys, do what you do best, create your own opportunities.
Expose the X and Y's, or what do you call them in Brighton? Is it posts and pillars? Or
Pillars, everyone calls it something different. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look for that available channel.
Yep. Heads away.
It's taking it straight back into contact. It seems to be his favourite line, is to come back on that hard line back into where the play started from. Potter with a, let's say, a nice goose step, side step.
Let's call it a chicken step.
Let's call it something. But straightening again. So I think this is where Woodville have got to look close to the ruck, although Brighton will recognise it pretty early and shut it down. But it seems to be where they're making yards at the minute, is that one-off runner running it hard back on that unders line at the ruck.
Yep, agreed.
Coming in from that 10 channel.
Ooh.
So big contact. But yeah, this is another good 6 to 7 phases.
Big James is taking it up. He's doing it.
Yeah, he run the 10-12 channel there and actually made good meters past the advantage line. Oh, another pass to no one.
Yeah.
It's going to...
Oh, looks like Woodville might get the ball.
It will be.
I think he kicked it into him.
Yeah, it was a nice little falcon off Aaron Coleman's head. Like, he's got that tape on. Yeah, that was a bit of a nothing last pass. It was forced. Yep. Oh, no, it was
just come off his shoulder.
Off the shoulder. So would be Woodville ball halfway between the 10 metre and the 22. Going another 5-man line out.
Looks
5-man.
Yep.
So we'll have a pot at the back for Brighton and a single lift at the front. Simpson, he'll get up and contest.
Sorrell and Jason out in the back line.
And ball's gone over the top. Aaron Coleman collecting. Shrugs off the first tackle. Makes more yards towards the centre field. Tackled. Turnover.
Penalty. Not releasing.
Not releasing, yep. Unlucky. Travis Collier looking to go quickly again. Just takes a couple of breaths and calms it down. Hands it off to Nathan McPherson, who will look for touchline.
I wouldn't think they needed to rush anything today. I think they could probably just sit back on their set plays and take the yards if it goes out. Yep, that's a great kick.
Massive kick.
That's a 50-metre kick.
It is. Yep, exactly.
Coach killers.
Well, just. I don't think the penalty needed to be given.
Yeah.
It wasn't a win ball for Woodville. So Brighton were already there and contesting, and I think they just held on. So
yeah.
Jaden Phillips to throw just inside the 22. Looks like they're going long again. Down to Sam Glancy.
Oh, this is a set move, I'd say.
Wrap around to Sam T. To Jaden Phillips up to Pitter.
Well, Sorrell hit Pitter, and that was a great shot, Sorrell. Pitter's not an easy man to hit.
He's very elusive. Sammy T on a bullocking run, like shrugs 5 blokes off and still kept going with a leg drive. So sets it up, ball across the face, just bobbling in the tackle there. Pitter with it again, hitting and spinning. The only way to tie him up is have both legs together. And Travis Collier picks and go. Just little short side there. The defence wasn't set around the ruck, and Travis spied an opportunity and just dotted one down.
Yep.
So yeah, it was Travis off the back of that to Pitter, who spinning into the tackle, was well held, takes it to ground. Nice placement. Travis picks up, has a look, fakes, and just runs that line. There should have been a body there, but was absent. So Macca with a more favourable position to be kicking from.
If he doesn't kick this, we're getting a prop to kick, right?
Commentators curse every time, isn't it? You listen to it on any broadcast, and they start talking about a kicker and it never goes over. So he's going to hate me.
I don't. I love you. Keep talking, mate.
Nice little short run up to the stab.
Oof.
Yeah. See, I can talk about him all day.
There we go.
He's got his head in the right spot. He knows where it's going.
Oh, wow.
Little conversation between the two 10s on the way back to halfway.
Yeah. I wonder if he speaks French.
We might ask him after, eh?
Oh, oh yeah.
I think he might.
I think he might. Maybe it's that international language of love between the 10s saying, you run at me, I run at you.
Perhaps they were talking about hair products or something.
I think you smashed my mirror and my comb has broken.
He's like, okay, I've got a spare.
You can borrow mine.
So, 2 balls on the field. Travis Collier just asking a question. Looks like he's happy with the response, so...
I'd be actually looking to go deep. There's no one home in the back of that 22. Although his kicks are on point.
That is 10 metres again. Just the timing for Woodville. Oh, that ball is bobbling around and holding up. That's a great little box kick.
Uh-oh.
Abs. Oh.
Junior actually chased him down, I think.
Yeah, well done by Abs, though. Spatial awareness, and I think he just thought he was a bit closer to the touchline.
Yeah.
And trying to keeping that ball in, but... speaking of men with pace.
Don't look at me when you say that.
No, young Abs, the guy has got wheels, and what you said, he'd lose you in a phone box. He's another one.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he knows how many side steps he does before he makes a metre forward. But
Well, I think he did 3 goose steps in the air before he hit the ground.
Yep.
Yeah.
And changed direction 4 times.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, a slap job right at the back of your 22 is not great.
No, you want clean control ball as a player that's trying to exit, but they've done well there.
Still good.
So I think we'll do a couple of settlers and then probably look.
Yeah, that's poor. That's took a ball up and
Holding in the tackle?
didn't have the clean out. Yeah, holding the ball.
Yeah, I think
it was.
So what do we go? We got the wall coming up, have we? We
Oh,
have
we got
got
a
the
set
wall.
move.
Out of the little green book of Richard Wasley.
No, don't give Richard the wall. That's been around for a long time.
No, he's the man that brought it back, though. He. That is
that's a sit down.
That is a big man coming through at you.
That is a sit down.
Sam T, well done. Cheeky little grin on his face. He'd be happy with his 5 points.
Jeez, he's pretty small for a winger.
He is, isn't he? So Travis Collier on the wraparound. Jaden Phillips, little pop-up to Sam T, coming right through the middle. Good night, Irene. Thank you very much. I'll have your 5 points.
Do you remember those tackles you dip your head and you go, I know this is going to hurt? It's still
feel them on Tuesdays.
yeah, but I've got to do it.
Yeah, body on the line.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing about rugby. It's like the boys put their body on the line for 80 minutes.
Yeah.
It's blood, sweat, and tears. You absolutely cane each other for 80 minutes.
100%.
Final whistle goes. You shake the ref's hand. You shake the opposition's hand. You have a beer and say, "How was that shot?" And you go, "Still feeling it." There is never any malice in it, is there?
Nah.
It's why it's one of the best games in the world.
It's the best level. Everyone's got a position too.
Yep. Yeah, you can be of any shape or any size.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant sport. And for me, like I've been playing it for
Let's just say a few years.
a few seasons now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just the camaraderie. Like you can go anywhere in the world. You see a set of rugby posts, and there's a club room there. You go and knock on the door and you say, "Hey, I play rugby," wherever you're from, and they go, "Come in and have a beer."
But the beauty of the fraternity is that if you need a job or whatever it is,
You get looked after.
yeah.
Yeah, it's brilliant. So restart again.
Oh my God.
He has got that absolutely dialed in. So Jaden Phillips collected that.
Was a big clean out, whoever did that. Oh, it looks like there's been a head shot. No. Not sure what the decision there is. Oh, from the side, big time.
Oh, yeah. So clearance taken just outside the 22.
I think they need to change the running lines or do something a little bit different. You know, if you take Brighton on phase after phase after phase, you know, it's not the right way to go about it right now. I think you've got to maybe do a snapper or something like that. You know, push 2 phases to the right and then quickly return to the left.
Yeah, they do. Brighton pretty good at closing down the gate, aren't they?
Yep.
If you can, like, they've watched it for 35, 36 minutes now, and they say they're always coming back on the inside line. They're running close to the ruck, so everyone just takes that half a step in.
That's right.
And your space disappears. We saw it a few phases ago. The ball got shifted one wider, and Owen Potter ran through and made an extra 10 metres.
Yeah, that's
just
right.
by running the 10-12 channel rather than the 9-10 channel.
Yep.
So yeah, if Woody continue to change it up, or start to change it up a little bit more, I think Brighton are going to have to not rest on their laurels.
Readjust a bit.
And they will readjust. Just a little knock on there by Woodville, so we'll have a scrum with about 3 minutes to go before half time. So 5 metres on the Woody side of halfway, so Brighton got 55 to go to score a try from this, but I think they'll try and get through a few phases.
You see the blindside winger coming across right behind the scrum there. I reckon he's going to get engaged. What was his name again, mate?
Absalom.
Yeah. Abs, yeah.
Abs, yeah. And he has abs.
So do we. They're just hidden.
Contained.
There you go.
Oh, lovely ball. Straighten.
That's
floated.
That looked a bit flat.
Floated a bit forward for me, but Coleman tackled on the 10. 5 in. Nick Simpson selling a massive farm there, but comes back into contact. Lucky not to get a penalty out of that.
Yeah, it looks
Woody
like
players lying all over the top of that. Pitter straightening, steps through the first tackle.
Good tackle, Junior.
Great tackle by Junior, and the offload to Jaden Phillips, who dots it down under the posts. Yeah, so Brighton for that look for width.
Yeah.
They brought Abs into play, sliding him across the back and bringing him into 13.
The thing is, if I'm sitting here, I can see that a mile away.
Yep.
You know, so you've got to be able to readjust.
You do, but
it's hard to.
When you've been out there for nearly 40 minutes and you've been, as Woodville have had a lot of attacking opportunities, but they've done a lot of defending as well.
Yep.
They've had to turn around and go back a lot to get back into the play.
Yep.
So, yeah, Woodville will have I think half time they'll take positives.
I think so. I think
Steph will be sitting the boys down saying, stick with your basics. Probably look at changing a couple of different angles.
Oh, he's hit the post.
He's hit the post big time.
Steph, come on, mate. Let's get the prop on.
Yeah, well, I didn't even talk about him that time.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah, perhaps I should. So, yeah, I think Steph Glancy's going to take a number of positives out of the first half. He probably going to ask for a little bit more. If
I was like for restarts, we've had enough of them, right?
Yep.
So as you said before, if we know that Mick is going to be kicking that ball on that 10 every single time, why aren't we?
Why aren't we actually? You've got to compete for it.
Yeah, and destroying as well, you know.
Yep, exactly. Gone straight. Oh, straight down the middle.
Straight down the guts, and it's going to land. Oh, what? Indecision.
Aidan Flynn will take that, and the man with the biggest calves I've ever seen muscles his way up towards the 10-metre line. A little knock on there, and we've got half time. So half time here at Woodville. Woodville versus Brighton. 41 to Brighton, Woodville 0. It's been an entertaining first half, Bluey.
It has, yeah.
There's been some great facets of play. Some things to work on for both sides, but I think both coaches have got plenty to talk about at half time.
I think if I was Richard, I know Richard pretty well. He'd be happy with the output, but knowing him well as well, he would be definitely saying
there'll be a few things to say.
Yeah, we should be doing a lot more.
Yep, exactly. Right, half time here. 41-0 Brighton over Woodville. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back to the second half. Brighton versus Woodville at Glen Eagles Reserve, is it?
Yeah.
Woodville.
What do you reckon the halftime conversations would be, mate?
Halftime conversations. Let's go. Brighton would have been, we need to be more consistent, look at our options. Woodville, Steph Glancy would have been going, boys, you need to pick your lines and probably try shifting it a fraction more.
Yep.
Keep your pace on the game. Work great.
Well, that's cool. You should be a coach.
Yeah, I've been coached enough. Just because you play doesn't mean you can coach.
That's true. That is 100% true.
Aaron Coleman sending it straight down the guts.
To Jason.
Jason's
Ooh,
gone
that's a
inside
big
out.
shot.
Inside out. Big hit by Max Priestley, who's been a bit quiet today.
Heads over. Isle of Man to France.
Let's keep it international. So on the 10-metre line, five in. Dropping pass out to first receiver. Cleanly set though.
Tim Stavas over to James. Good pod set. And support there with Jake.
Just slowed down into contact. Probably needed to maintain pace, but gets just over the advantage line.
Tim's having to dig that out there.
Slow ball. Oh,
Mika just knocked it on.
Just had a little look. One pass out to Sully, who's made another 10 metres. Max Priestley clearing out over the top. Pitter picking up, making it up to the 22. Travis Collier, quick recycle up to Sully. Sully straightening, takes it into the
Good
contact.
tackle, David Owen Potter.
Collier changing direction. Pitter into the tackle, passing out to Coleman. Johnny Bates off to Max Priestley. Max Priestley charging for the line, 5 short, just held up. Ball available again.
Gone
Pick
blind.
and go. Travis Collier dots it down. So Travie with another little pick and go around to the blind side. Gets a second for the day.
Well, they say you can play a long time at halfback. You know.
Yeah, look at you. So yeah, nice clean ball. Travie picks and goes. Just sees open space in front of him, and dots it down.
Why wouldn't you?
5 metres in. It was the opportunity was there, and as I said earlier, Travie loves to read a game well and does. So
No, I've actually got. I've got a feeling if he doesn't kick this, that I'm going to text Wosley and just say, "Get a prop kicking, mate." What do you reckon? Good idea.
Go on then.
I will. I don't know if he'll look at his phone, but
He doesn't actually listen to anybody's comments. You should know that.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Having played against him, you would have known that he's a man of his own mind.
Yeah.
I had a couple of chats with him during the week, and he's like, and there's been comments and stuff over the first few games and stuff about his selections and.
Oh yeah.
And,
Bit of politics.
Oh, there's always is because everyone else is an expert. But then there was talk on the first game first game of the season, that just had the direction but dropped short on the conversion for Nathan McPherson. But yeah, there was comments about he ran his first grade players for the full 80 minutes, no subs.
Right.
And his comment to me was, well, why would I sub off a bloke that's played 60 minutes for a bloke that's already played 60 minutes?
Well, that's true.
And match fitness is what we're after at the start of the season. So nice longer kickoff this time, taken by Sam T. Just sets it. Clean ball for Collier up to Pitter. Pitter just sitting in the tackle.
Uncomfortable place to be if someone fell on him.
Decided to clean through. So centre of the field, Jaden Phillips taking into contact. So one out running. And who we got? Sam Glancy back in on an unders line. Well contained by the Woodville players. Brighton recycling and heading out.
Oh, I've got Peter Brown in front of me. Everyone knows who Peter Brown. Oh, I've got Peter Brown in front of me. Everyone knows who Peter Brown is. He's annoying me. He's the ground marshal and big shout out.
Big shout out.
Oh, almost junior.
So Brighton were looking to go wide.
It was Adam.
Adam just coming through the line, getting one hand to the ball, but not two. So McPherson clearing down towards taking it just over halfway. So we'll have a great view of this line out.
Yeah, I reckon.
We'll be straight down the channel. So Jaden Phillips lining up. Got a five-man line out for Brighton.
He's a pretty straight thrower.
He's very consistent, is Jaden. He takes a lot of time and effort. To Glancy off the top, setting it.
Set play.
Sam T spotting round to Pitter, who makes another good 20-metre gain line, and back out to the blind side. Aidan Flynn into contact,
Ooh,
muscles through the first one
Sam.
and the second one. Ball held in one hand, just flicking it. Collier,
good tackle.
Absolutely monstered. Ball's being flicked around by Brighton. No real process to it.
Huge numbers out to the right. Huge numbers out to the right.
Collier, quick ball, bounce pass, Priestley cleaning up. And just delays the pass by one and out for Absalom, who dots it down on the 5-metre line. It was a bit scrappy by Brighton there.
Yeah, well,
they
it
were
wasn't-
forcing passes.
It wasn't like a clinic, that's for sure.
No, it wasn't clinical, but Travie just, we could call that a half dive pass, but Max Priestley not snatching at the ball, waiting for it to bounce a couple of times, attracting the defenders, and then just a nice clean pass out to Absalom, who dots it down over the line.
You're not going to stop him from there.
No, you weren't. Well, it went through untouched. It was a well delayed pass.
Yep.
Like created time and space for him, so he probably thinking for him afterwards. So we've got Macca lining up. Must be getting closer to 4 o'clock. Yeah, it's 4:30.
Yep.
The wind has died off.
As you said, look at you.
Look at me, hey.
Not just a commentator. You're a weather person too.
Me on the commentator's got to know the weather. So, but yeah, generally in the evening, afternoon, the wind does die down in South Australia. So, you watch it'll probably pick up now just to prove me wrong. But yeah, Macca taking his time through his process.
Oh, he shanked it to the right.
Just pushing it to the right.
Big smiles. He's happy.
Yeah, he's probably getting some coaching tips from the young fellas running out the teeth.
Maybe that's what the 210s were talking about before.
Maybe.
Do you want me to give you a hand to kick the ball?
But yeah, Mika, he has that ball on a string for these kickoffs. Just
Checking the wind has definitely died off.
Just checking the windage.
Well, you're dead right, Stefan. This wind is just like dropped away.
It has. It's rather than the gusts that it was, it's just it's died down to pretty much nothing. So and that is a fantastic kick, right on the 10 metre line.
Good shot.
Playing the player in the air. Yep.
You'll have to have a look at that replay. I'm not sure if he was still in the air, but
Yeah, we will get the replay. Nice pendulum motion for that kickoff. So Pittard's gone up, assisted by Jaden Phillips, and taking it.
yeah.
Unlucky, just timing. Had the right move, but it was bang on 10 metres, wasn't it?
I remember the old days where you were allowed to do that.
That was changed for players' protection a few years ago, Bluey.
Oh, that was a long time ago, bud.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, here we go. Junior's speeding away.
What a great return. What Brighton just missed the touch, and the return by Woodville has gained them back up to where the penalty was taken. Potter going one way, having a look, fending, going back the next. Ball being shifted wide, showing, tackled. Great clean out by Woodville. Ball sitting there, clean again. Nice little right step, but just dropped
it
clean in the
backwards?
tackle.
No, forwards.
Yeah, little knock on there.
Better phase of play. Some positive running lines. Junior, telling you, that boy's got wheels.
Inside, outside. And that was just his legs. Had me beat as soon as he took off.
I think we're both puffing just looking at it.
Yeah, exactly. Go, son, go. So, what are we, 20 metre in? Scrummage?
Yep. On the 10 maybe, is it?
Yeah, you're just short
Just
of the
short of the 10?
Yep, so Brighton ball.
Let's see if we can get some shape on Woodville and have a bit of a push. Oop.
Yeah, early engage there. Loose head prop on this side. Probably got to look a little bit better at his shape. His hips are fraction high. Needs to drop his knees.
That is Sam.
Yeah, Johnny Bates likes scrummaging. So yeah, you probably need to keep your shape right. Needs to get his head above his hips.
Yeah, the shape is all wrong there on this loose head here.
Yeah, he's just got to drop those. Yeah, he drops his feet back, but he's still head dropping. But good push. Turned
around.
The ball.
Tight end. Oh,
Sam
wow.
T stripping in the tackle. He's only got 60 to go. Take
He's
the tackle,
only
son.
got 60 to go.
Oh, diving through, taking out the halfback. Lucky not to
I was going to say that's
attract a penalty there.
yeah.
Pitter playing halfback. Oh, got a substitution.
There's 3 of them around him.
Selwyn Nunu on in 22. He's another exciting young player as Selwyn Nunu. Sammy T, the hit and spin. He's like, oh, look, I've got open field.
Mika got him a little bit. Yep.
Yeah, managed to finally get an arm around those massive biceps and drag him to the ground.
We're going back to the scrumming. Like, doubt not that propping is an art form, and an art form well worth learning.
Yep. Yeah, it is an art form.
Yeah. Being a halfback and being surrounded by the front row
being up close and personal.
Just watching it.
How much did you know?
I knew a fair bit. I started out as a prop. then I had a lobotomy and went to the backs.
I found hair gel into the backs. So Woodville scrum on their 22. Brighton
secondary shaft. Free kick's gone up,
but not going straight.
Oh, a bit of
boring.
Oh, he's away. Owen Potter's away. Oh, sit down.
Dispatch Travis Collier, who's come back on the second grab.
Great tackle.
Just Potter flicking that ball out again.
Just rushed it, I think.
Yep. So Aiden Flynn, Pitter jumping in the tackle. Basketball pass, Sam Glancy cleaning up. Jordan Craig deciding to straighten.
Pitter again.
Pitter up into the 22, so the 10 metres short. Platform set. Collier up to Simpson. Out the back to Selwyn Nunu. Up to Sully, who has got one way, which is straight ahead. Ball out the back to Max Priestley, who fires a loose one.
Still fairly scrappy, though. Like, they should be doing the, setting more platforms for them to run off, or maybe it's just a...
I think it's just a bit of helter-skelter, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
They just need to... Like, they've got all the time in the world.
That is a sit-down, that is.
That was a great fan.
Every forward love to see a 9 go backwards off their hand, right?
Yeah, and being the Jack Russell that Travis Collier is, he always come in for another ankle bite, though, didn't he?
Yeah, well, I won't give it to him. I'm a 9-2.
Never give up attitude.
I played a lot against him, and
yeah, he's always been like it though.
Yeah.
A determined man. So we've got a scrum just on our side of the field.
Whoops, broken up on the left-hand side of the scrum there. Bouncing around. That's a
Pops
nightmare.
up into Collier's hands from the back to Nunu, out to Seb Stocks, up to Max Priestley.
This is
Aaron Coleman stepping through 2 tackles and dotting it down and ensuring that it's well placed by
put it down 3 times. 3 times, 2 times.
Yep. And that was just straight hands.
Yeah, there's an overlap.
It was a broken play from the scrum. The turnover at the scrum.
I think Adam shot up out the outside as well, so it looked like,
just tried to shut it.
Yeah.
Down, take away some opportunities.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking for that intercept. Just gave Max Priestley, who reads the game very well as a centre.
Well, I did say I wasn't going to tell a dad joke, but I lied. So here we go again.
No.
Yep, it's on, man.
No, and Aaron Coleman just looking to see if he can go further, but Mika says, no, you put the ball down there,
Just one.
Go on in.
All right.
While we're waiting for Maka to... Oh,
there
no, Max Priestley kicking now.
Oh, they've shifted the kicker.
Other side of the field.
Ah.
See, Max doesn't mess around, and that is a great strike. But, hooked it a little bit left.
What's going on there?
I think that breeze just got up again.
How many tickles does it take to an octopus laugh?
Tell me.
10 tickles. There's a smile there, man.
No, it's a grimace. It's a grimace.
10 tickles. It's a great joke.
It's not a great joke. It's a terrible joke.
It's a terrible joke.
It's as bad as the joke in the first half.
It's all right, 1.5. That's it.
Yeah,
we're done.
No, you used 2 in the first half, though. It was
a double
banger.
It was a double banger.
So, little switch and kick. Oh, that must have been just short of 10 metres.
Let's have a look at that. It was, yeah. That's probably that is the first kick that hasn't landed on that 10-metre line all day.
Just looking, he watching in the air. Oh,
yeah.
No,
short.
He landed over the 10. I would have paid that. It was a great kick-off. So scrum centre field, Brighton ball, right on halfway. They need to set their platform, stay steady, and they've got options both sides. We're stacked to the left. With Jordan Craig standing directly behind the scrum. I think we might see Peter Picken run to the right. No? Yeah.
Yep.
Look at me reading plays.
Oh,
hand off to Travis Collier. Centres, no halfback. Just looking. Aiden Flynn, sorry, not Adam. Aiden in at halfback. Sends it left again. stripped in a tackle, but cleaned up by Glancy. Back out to Flynn, still making yards going forward. Collier still remaining left. Up to Sammy T, back to Collier. Change direction, up to Pitter. Pitter straightening.
Walking through.
Little inside outside and saunters over, dots the ball down 15 metres in.
I was just going to say there was a bit of a positive when Pitter picked the ball up and gave it away. I was like, he actually got nailed in the background in a fair tackle, and I was like, it's a fantastic tackle, but then you got Pitter running a try like straight away.
Yeah, he ran, or he didn't really run an angle. It was just more of a body swerve and shrugged himself through 3 players.
Yeah.
He would have got up with a smile on his face for that one. He loves his 5-pointers. He loves being given the opportunity to run with the ball in hand and creates it.
I remember when he first started playing here, I was way off the end of my game, and he ran into me, and he hit me so hard it was like a car crash.
Yeah.
And Richard said to me, he was coaching, and he goes, "Get off the pitch, Bluey. This man will hurt you."
Stand.
And he did. I didn't go off though.
No,
I swapped wings.
You couldn't get off, or
no, I stayed. I swapped sides.
So Priestley just not converting that one. So 61-0 Brighton over Woodville.
What's the conversion rate today, you reckon?
About 30%, if that.
Yeah, okay.
If that. I think there's been three conversions.
I think so. I've got to hold on to something today.
Let's look over at the scoreboard.
3 conversions.
3 conversions. Look at me go.
Look at you. Were you doing that before? You tricking me?
No, I need to look past the assistant referee.
Oh, the assistant referee is Brownie. He's the only man to play for every club in South Australia.
So we've gone deep on the restart, straight down to Collier.
Oh.
Passes it out to Coleman, who
what can they do from
had
here?
A look
What can he do from here?
He will go 90
Look
metres.
at this. Exactly.
Out of gas.
Speed. Who's got the speed?
Or Abs v Junior.
Oh, he got him.
Great covering tackle.
Oh, wow. I have to say that the speed race there was won by Woodville.
It was. Coleman delivered a nice ball. Abs, it was on for young and old.
I thought he was away there.
Yeah, it was just eye for the man only, wasn't it?
It was.
And cover defence, and just on the angle, shut down the yards and made a good clinical tackle. So Woody ball, Potter throwing in. 5-man again. Simpson up, but gone deep.
Good clean ball.
Mika looking for space.
That's a big kick.
Drops it down. Craig cleaning
now, where's
up.
the chasers?
Delivers early. Up to Coleman again, who's going to have another run. Fends off the first. Into Junior.
Oh, wow. Who was that?
Junior. Just met him. Eyes on the belly button.
He's on fire today.
Textbook tackle. So Phillips centering in the field, in the centre.
That was James. James that made the tackle there.
Collier digs the ball out.
Inside ball, Gregan.
The Gregan ball. Everyone knows that, don't they? And Pitter just running for the corner. Gets there, dots the ball down. Heads.
Nice Gregan ball.
We have called that a try.
You remember Gregan, don't you?
Another halfback.
Yeah, like do you remember
the Gregan ball?
No, not so much the Gregan ball, but the tackle against Wilson.
Yeah.
It's just reminding you.
Yeah. Now you build up Eels and Gregan. Anything else?
Well, you can bring the stats up, right?
Yeah, well I can.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, Pitter putting in some big yards, getting there.
He's been good today, but I've seen Pitter have more impact in other games. I'm not sure.
This season, his control. He hasn't been as
influential. Or?
No, not.
Good strike. It's over, I reckon. We've got one.
We've got a conversion.
We've got one. That's 4 from 12.
4 from 12. Yeah. 68 zip. He's playing more of a structured game rather than just
his natural.
Just trying to be all sevens of a sevens Fiji inside in one person.
Gotcha. Yeah.
He's playing structure, but his lines and stuff are still brilliant. And we've also got Sully out there as well, another Fijian, and the two of them out there together is a horrible prospect.
He's a big rig, Sully.
Yeah, he's been subbed. Gareth Joseph just on, taking that ball. I think he's
Jason's taking it up. Oh, Doug Wells has just kicked it on, but
Sam Glancy coming through, cleaning out.
we've got an arm out for some reason. Not sure what.
I think it might be a knock-on.
Big Ed takes the inside line.
Great catch right
The man from the
man from Man.
yeah, that's right.
Isn't there a band? Oh, that was Manfred Man, wasn't it?
Wow, you are showing your age.
Yeah, look at me go. Nut Sully's still out there, so in number 4, but we've got Gareth Joseph on, who's returned back this season, looking fit as ever. Did a shoulder as an 18-year-old, like as in destroyed his shoulder.
Yeah, right.
He came back out, started the season, was a bit tentative, and he's started doing a bit of contact and stuff, and you can see the whites of his eyes thinking, oh, this is going to hurt, this is going to hurt, and he's realised my shoulder's good, and he has been a weapon. And it's nice to see him back out there. Played a good game for the second grade.
Yep.
And been standing up.
So he played today in the second grade too?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So he's come on as reserve.
Yep.
But yeah, he's out there at number 19. It's nice to have players that actually return back to the game.
Yes. Taken up from Mika, is passed out by Tim Stavas over to Owen Potter. Supported by James.
Potter's made some great yards every time he's touched the ball.
Oh, that looks like hands in the ruck to me, but...
Yep, arms finally come out. It was just the man we were talking about.
As Evan takes the ball up, supported by James again. I think you might see a quick tap and go here by Mika. Supported by Ed, taking around the right side, left side, down here.
Ball sitting there, popped out.
Taken up by James.
By the referee.
Advantage still on.
Just gone forward in that tackle.
Not 10.
Not 10, Travis Collier.
Sure you can't take a quick tap again, can you?
I don't think you can, but Travis decided he'd slow it down by having a quiet word with the referee. Who would have thought that?
Nick is away. Who would have thought a halfback would have a chat to a ref?
Well, just short. A metre in from touchline, about a metre out from the trial line. Gone one out, all that ball's just gone backwards. Needs to be cleaned up quickly.
Good pick up by Jason. Got to stay inside. Ball's right on the sideline, I think.
Yep.
Oh,
one
big
off
can.
runners with maintaining phases and holding possession of the ball. So
Mika barking at his forwards. We need a pod, he's saying. We need a pod.
I think the man who's probably going to score this. So we've just lost a couple of metres, but still maintaining possession of the ball.
Well, it looks like everyone's rolling on the ground there. I'm not sure what's happening here.
So Sammy T is at the bottom of that.
Arms out again.
He is one roundabout of a man.
Possible yellow?
No, I don't think so.
Just wishing?
Just wishing.
Okay, cool.
So ball across the face, looking, probably should have gone out one more.
The arms out again. I'm not sure.
We might. Potter straightening, inside, outside. Lowered by...
Oh, ball's bobbing around.
So which penalty are we coming back for? Not rolling away. Tap and go straight away and over. No, short. Still a metre short.
I think the defence here is holding up very well.
It's got to be
They've got
a
to
special
spin it.
sort of line that they'll have to run. It probably needs to be shifted out one and then come back on the angle hard at pace if they've still got it. So slow ball.
Got to spin. Got to go left.
Yeah. Oh, tried to force the pass quickly.
I reckon. Not sure what's happened.
Still not
there.
a knock on here yet.
Brighton regained the ball, it looks like.
Yep. Selwyn Nunu down on the ball, but then pops it up to Sebi Stocks, who takes a tackle, slows it down. Travis Collier digging hard. Out to Pitter. To Jordan Craig, who flicks an inside ball to Aaron Coleman, who left it behind. Picked up.
Going back for the penalty.
So we just look, not rolling away is the signal. So yeah, that was an unlucky. Oh, tries a little grubber through, but it's pretty hard when you've got Pitter hanging onto both legs. So ball cleared, out onto just past the 22 for a Brighton line out.
It was good pressure from Woodville.
It was. They just needed that
one out pass to the left would have been perfect.
Coming in hard on that 10 channel, but I don't think anyone had the steam for it. The one-off pick and goes were working. They were making the game on. They weren't losing. Then there was that bobble and it's gone backwards. So Jaden Phillips in to Sully, down off the top. Travis
gone blind.
Pops it to Phillips. Oh, there was a little bit of a tip tackle, but didn't go past the 90. Little box kick.
That looked like he was in front of the kicker.
And picked up cleanly.
I reckon he's got him here. He's smoked him.
He has got him this time.
I'm pretty sure we'll go upstairs for this. We'll go upstairs and
get back to the TMO.
I reckon we'll go to TMO.
We don't have that luxury, but we can.
We are the TMO, right?
Exactly.
We are the TMO. Say it's a fair try or not a fair try. It's down to you, right? You are the judge.
It's in the book already, my friend.
Let's see if they can kick it.
So, we're not going to see it. Didn't go back far enough, but that was a great little box kick by Travis Collier. Absalom timed his run perfectly. Waited behind. Had to put the brakes on.
Yeah.
Waited for the bounce. Ball bounced up. Here we go. Travi reaching in.
Let's see if it goes.
Let's see if Fox.
In front of the kicker by miles.
Onside.
Oh, my word.
And the conversion goes over by Priestley. So
I can't argue. The referee's always right. It's a try.
Correct. It is.
It's a try, but third umpire.
Yeah. So Abs is like, Junior, you're not going to have me this time.
Oh, he had a head start. He had a 5 metre head start in front of the kicker, right?
We're still 5 metres back from Junior by that stage. But,
sorry, I digress.
It was another great.
It was a great try.
It was a good try.
Yeah.
It was a well.
Look at that kick.
Pitter up.
Oh, Pitter.
Wasn't quite clean off the top. It came down safely to Simpson, who pops it up to Jaden Phillips, who bounces out of 2 tackles.
He's a strong runner, Ames. Oh, Dougie Wells brings him down.
Chopped down.
Not held.
Chopped down, rolls, sets it. Quick ball again. Sam T running on like a monster. Takes it up just short of the 22. Perhaps he was tripping, who knows. Out to Sully, up to the 22.
The centre, they're resetting extremely well here.
Yeah, they are. Sam T having another crack. He's like, who wants? I'll have a look. Resets himself, takes the tackle. Ball placed nicely. Collier up to Phillips, who started it, who's now minus his headgear. Pops to Nick Simpson round the corner.
Try for Jackal. It's
clean
on.
Tackle.
Yeah, good Jackal.
Clean Jackal. So great turnover there by Woodville. Just need players over the top of the ball. One out.
Could be isolated here. Oh.
And out again to Junior, who steps through the first tackle. Jordan
Needs
Craig,
support.
absolutely all over that. Well levelled to the ground. Ball available again for Woodville. Just need somebody to step in at halfback. Junior does that.
Off to James.
James attracting 2 tacklers. Ball set again for Woodville. Little pick and go.
Oh. That looked rough.
Yeah, I think we're playing on.
Got away with it.
So ball spread out to the right wide. Taken up another 10 metres.
Good hands.
Great slips catch there.
It was.
It was. And
Ricky Ponting special.
And a great delivery. So ball still available, sending it out again, passed into Nunu.
Oh, looks like it.
Who slapped it down. So we've got a penalty. Back on the replay. That was a great delivery.
Oh, wow.
Tap and gone.
He completely ripped it off him in that intake.
So Nunu.
Pitter.
Out to Sully. Sends it wide. Simpson picks up, pops off his shoulder to Jordan Craig. And we've got a double blow on the whistle there. We've got an injured player down over there.
A bad injury.
Just for safety.
But it looked like he had Sorrell around the neck there.
Yeah, there was a couple of grabs. It was more under the armpit, and then the arm sort of come around the neck, and he's released and then gone back for a second grab.
Might be his hair.
Two players had a crack at it, though. There's a little knock on there that was missed, but we'll carry on playing on.
We'll see Sorrell with the large hair.
The blonde hair.
Yeah.
The mop.
The mop.
just jealous.
Lovely family, the South African family. They're amazing. Good family.
Yeah, so that's under the armpit. That's actually not around the neck. So you can see both hands under the armpits.
That's around the neck.
That's around the neck. But he sort of
they got away with it.
Reached on the ball.
Ref was there.
Yep. So we're going back for a scrum Brighton ball just for the stoppage and play for the injury. Brighton going forward, so Brighton ball. Looks like
headgear's back on.
Yeah, Jaden's retrieved his headgear. We've got subs coming on. Who's being replaced? We've got Ben Edwards, Teddy coming on for Jaden Phillips into hooker.
I have to mention, I did see Ted Fidock today.
Yep, Ted was here earlier.
What a champion that lad is. He's just, he's amazing, eh?
93?
93, is it?
94?
Still life members in 3 clubs, I think it is.
Yeah, and South Australia.
And obviously the South Australian thing's like one thing, but 3 different separate clubs to be life members in is what.
He's a champion of a man.
Yeah.
Loves his rugby still every day. Yeah.
Big shout out to Ted.
Yeah, he's an awesome player, an awesome man, an awesome. What would you say? Well, he's a stalwart of rugby for South Australia, really, isn't he?
Yeah.
He is the cornerstone.
Absolutely, and you know, sort of showcases what a mentor, I suppose, to the other people in the South Australian rugby fraternity. Good flat ball.
Clean. Pitta playing out in the centres now. Goes around the outside, points, shares. I'm going to pass you the ball here. So an Abs is running it back in.
Oh.
Him and Junior are going to.
Are we going to have a foot race after the game?
Oh no, I think they're going to. I reckon they might just talk about how big a sidestep they've got. but yeah, both of them fast young men. So ball out from the base, out to
good
Nunu.
Flat ball.
Nice flat ball out to Pitta in the centres, who runs a bit sideways. Little show and go for the inside for Priestley. Goes around the outside again. Points, says, yep, your ball, Abs. Junior just has to chase him down.
He had to commit, didn't he?
He did.
There's already one dummy thrown. You got to commit.
Well, you've got to commit on Pitta, really, don't you? If you don't, he's gonna take the opportunities. So that was a great try. He still had some work to go. 30-odd metres. Oh, just shaving that right hand upright.
Well, there's only one thing I've got for Richard today is that...
kicking practice?
Well, it's 14 tries, 5 conversions.
Mm-hmm. So we've got 80-0 in the 72nd minute.
Yep. Big score. 14 tries, 80-0, 5 conversions. Whew.
Yeah. Well, it would have been 3 figures plus if they were on point with their...
Oh, 100%.
100 points.
Yeah.
So this one here is going to be on a string again. Oh, we've gone deep. Send it down to Aiden Flynn, who reaches for it. Passes out to Selwyn Nunu. Across the front, Pitta is out in the centres by the look of it.
Ooh.
Up to Jaden Braum, who's now on in number 20.
Did he play B grade?
He did play B grade
in
the centres. Another one that's come back to Brighton. He was gone for a couple of years. Nick Simpson having a
from injury or?
Just not playing, I don't think.
Life.
Life.
Yeah. Oh, good drive.
Oh, look, no, you just can't pick that ball up from that position. But it was a little knock on there by Simpson. He sees the humour in it. Come on, ref. It was only marginal.
It was just a little knock on, man.
You sure, ref? You want to change your mind? So there'll be smiles all around.
Over your career, have you ever convinced a referee to change its mind?
No.
No?
No. Oh, no.
I was playing with Flipper one day and believe it or not, we had a bit of a discussion with the referee and it
was changed?
It was changed.
Yeah. No, I've never convinced a referee that they'd made a wrong call.
Flipper and me did.
I may have pointed out that their arm is in the wrong direction and it's not actually the opposition ball. So, yes, you're correct. I just can't get my arm down. It's one of those sort of things. But I wasn't wrong.
No, that's right.
So, Woody ball.
Ball at the back of the scrum.
A little juggle there, but gets it.
Big dummy, big show and go.
Nice
wrap around.
Nice
we got some wheels.
So
Oh, monstered.
Tyson Dazowski's out there in 23. Low tackle. And Pitter coming over the top just to absolutely destroy that. So we've got slow ball here.
It's coming to the
left.
left.
Brighton. We've got Connor McCarthy now on. Pitter deciding he'll have a double take at that one. Potter still making a nuisance of himself out there at the breakdown, as he should. Phillips is still on. Not sure where he's playing now. Little Mike, Big Mike Ratahui is out there. Oh, and just stripped in the tackle. Not releasing. Zach Speet out there as well. Here we got Junior.
Peter.
So, scragged by Nunu, missed. Tyson, and then Pitter just
drove his head into the ground.
The flying Fijian, literally. And he was vertical when he made that tackle, wasn't he? It was like Superman.
Yeah.
So we've got wholesale changes for Brighton. I think the bench is now depleted completely. So we've got Phillips in to Simpson. Untidy off the top, down to Connor, out to Selwyn, who flicks it out the back to
Big dummy.
Pitter, who just stops, and everyone stops.
Oh, shot. Who was that dumped Pitter?
Cannot see, but it was a great tackle. Just met him under the armpits. Out to Tyson Dazowski, who has wheels, but decides to take it into the tackle. Simpson
that was Mika.
Out to Phillips. Phillips to Coleman, who puts a little chip through, regains, flicks it in to Phillips, who just knocks it forward, and everyone just stops before the whistle.
Well, the lad I was saying dump Pitter was Mika.
Mika coming through. Where is he coming? Oh, yeah, meets him front up. Just launches himself into his chest and dumps him. Doesn't...
I think he might have hurt himself.
Slow getting up.
I might have hurt himself. It's hard hitting Mika.
Mika hitting
Pitter. Sorry, hitting Pitter, yeah.
Yeah, there's so many shades of sharp on him, eh?
I know.
He's like a razor's edge on his shins.
He's like Matt Connor. Remember Matt Connor used to be elbows and knees. He used to hurt people. He hurt me more than any rugby player and he's on my team.
Exactly. Last season even. So Pitter on replay here, just met nicely by Mika. Gets up
bang.
into his chest. Oh, I think he's just landed on a knee. Might need to rub the smalls a bit to get the blood flowing again.
Are you saying he broke his mirror?
Oh, I don't think his mirror is going to be worried about that. He may be singing soprano for the minute. So scrum 15 metres out for Brighton on about the 15-metre line.
I was about to start singing Fleur de Lis, but I won't do it.
No, please don't.
No, I won't.
So Jaden Phillips has gone into number 8.
Now who's gone into hook?
Ben Edwards is in at hooker.
Okay.
Sammy T looks like he's doing a full shift. No, is he on the sideline? No, we've got Mikey.
That's better shape in the scrum from Woodville.
Yeah, and they've made good yards. Up to just short of the 22. Nunu trying to make a nuisance of himself at the breakdown. And
which he's done.
So Brighton are going to step over that. Connor McCarthy.
Oh, look like Connor knocked it off. Oh.
Just hacked ahead. Ball's going to beat everyone. So Aaron Coleman cleans up finally. He says, right. Delivers one round the corner up to the new number 8, Jaden Phillips, who decides he'll go head down and make yards. Tackled on the 22. Clean ball placement. McCarthy, clean ball out to Simpson. Up to Pitter. Pitter shows fakes, dummy. Inside, outside, dots it down. What a try. Pitter just creating space. He's like, oh yeah. 79 minutes in, I'm a bit puffed. Little acknowledgement from on Potter there.
Yep.
So Simpson, nice ball. Tracked the 2 players. Pitter absolutely sells the farm for 2 of them. Wrong foot's Junior. Back off the left, back off the right, and another left to dot it down.
Class rugby.
Owen's like, let me tackle you over the line just for the benefit of it. Little acknowledgement. So we've got a 3rd kicker, Selwyn Nunu.
Richard might have been listening then.
Perhaps he's getting feedback from other people over there because I know he just concentrates on the game. So Selwyn lining up.
I'm quite happy they've missed nearly every kick, to be honest.
They've got it. What have they got? A
15 from
60% miss
yeah.
rate. So Nunu.
Oh, wow.
The jinx. The jinx. Perhaps there's something wrong with the ball. Or is
It's
there
the posts.
Has somebody put glad wrap across it?
It's the post.
Glad wrapped across the uprights. It's just the ball just not going anywhere near it. So 85-0 into referee's time now. 80th minute's just clicked over. So we'll get a restart, and I wouldn't have thought there'd be too much more after this.
You'd be hoping for one shot.
Here we go on a little short chip. Zach Speak's going to take that.
Oh, it's a knock on.
So the knock on.
Yep.
Gareth Joseph cleaning up.
Again, that kick was. That is on the money,
it was a chip kick. It was low. There was just a little bit of indecision there by the two Brighton players. I don't think there was a clear or loud enough call from either of them. So Woody will have a scrum on the 10-metre line about 20 metres in. Great attacking opportunity for them if they've got the gas left.
One crack. Let's get over the line, boys.
So, yeah, ball not big ball. And that's
same
just come
tunnel.
back out the
Same
channel.
tunnel, yeah.
He was gone though, the young man.
It's young Evan. That's the lad I was telling you about with the NRL experience.
Yep. He showed a bit of pace today.
Yeah. He's not bad in the air as well. He reminds me of a very young, like Matty Connor or Shane Hunt.
Yep. So we'll reset the scrum.
I'll tell you what, I'm glad the rain hasn't come through today.
Yeah, I thought about it earlier this morning, but the lights have come on for the last 5 minutes of this game. So ball's in, is back, quick release.
Oh, show and go.
Show and go, met by Sam Glancy high and Selwyn Nunu low. So ball slow but waiting. Oh, flick ball out the back.
Doesn't look like no one's running on at pace right now.
No, might as well be hands on heads type thing.
Ball's gone.
So Aiden Flynn picking it up, saying that was clean ball. Ball spilt out, so Flynn up to just short of the halfway. Connor McCarthy flicking it out, going wide. One more, or
scrappy.
Just scrappy. One in the back for Nunu. Jaden Phillips says, I'll clean that up. Shapes up and
show and go.
Passes back on the
Has
inside.
He got him?
Nah. Oh, nice little fend off.
Who was that ran over? Oh, he's knackered. He's like you when you go over for a try.
Yeah. Jaden Brook.
Get with the Ventolin.
He's already played a second grade game, but I thought Junior might have just mowed him down early, but he decided that he needed the fitness and pushed him to the try line. So yeah, Nunu just scrappy down on that ball, cleaned up by Jaden Phillips. Just shows his determination. Ball in two hands.
Good draw pass. Good draw pass.
Nice clean ball. I thought he was. Jaden's looking for anybody. Help me. He's like,
oh, look at Junior smiling. He's like,
yeah, they're having a bit of a giggle together. And a great fend just for that extra 5 metres for Jaden.
All right. The only thing I can hold on to right now is this kick. Now, Connor McCarthy used to play for Woodville, Souths and Vikings. And unfortunately, the B grade was the same today.
Yeah.
Connor missed 4 from 5.
Did he?
Yeah.
He'll redeem himself now.
Look at this.
Oh,
look at this. He's hit it.
He's
hit it. He should have been kicking for A grade all day. Should have been kicking for A grade all day.
So a great kick to close it out.
Yeah.
Connor McCarthy, he'll be happy with that.
Well done, Connor.
Final whistle blown by the referee in the 84th minute.
Yeah.
So 92 zip. Brighton over Woodville here at Glen Eagles Reserve. There's been some great passages, some entertaining play.
Yeah.
I think both coaches will have things to work on and things to talk about.
Yep, I agree.
But plenty of positives out there. There wasn't a lot of negative. There was no negative play about it.
No, that's right. There was no fisticuffs.
No,
which is good.
The boys have all turned up and put on a game. There's some great facets of play, some great phases put together by both sides. For us,
it's been great talking to you today without trying to whack you or you trying to whack me.
It's been another good day of rugby here at Glen Eagles. Some good rugby was put on throughout the day, throughout the grades. A convincing win by Brighton in the end over Woodville. and I think both sides will know they played the game.
Yeah, that's right. Time for a beer, they say.
Time for a beer. Final whistle's gone. Thanks for tuning in. We'll sign off from here.
Yep. Nice, Steph.
Thanks, Bluey.
Yeah, mate.